to talk about food and wine pairing, this is a subject that's often made, frankly, way too complicated. So I would encourage you to take these principles, matching the intensity, the first one, and the really key. The second one, using the like for like principle, and the third one, and probably the most fun, opposites attract. The first key principle in food and wine pairing is matching the intensity of the food with the intensity of the wine. So for example, when I talked about Cabernet Sauvignon and a steak, what you've got is a very intensely flavored meat and a very intensely flavored wine. And that's why this works. You need to match the intensity. If we're talking about something more delicate, softer, maybe light, like chicken or vegetables, this is where a Pinot Grigio comes into play. So remember, we're talking about pairing the intensity of food with the intensity of the wine. The second key principle is matching like for like. And now we're going to get to talk about taste. So for example, if you have a heavy, rich food, you can take a heavy, sweet wine and pair it. One of the most classic examples of food and wine pairing is Sauterne and foie gras. This is because the wine itself is sweet and rich and unctuous and viscous. And the foie gras is, it's fatty duck liver. So it's very, very rich, very fatty. And these two work well together because it's a pairing of likes. The third principle is that opposites attract. So opposites attract, we talk about this in love and romance, but it's true in wine as well. So why does crisp, white, citrusy wine work so well with fish? It's the same reason that lemon does. So you take the briny, salty, umami flavor of fish and you pair it with a nice, crisp, light wine, and there you have the principle of opposites. Another good example of opposites attracting is the principle of the Asian food pairing with Riesling. So Riesling's fresh, fruity, and sweet, and Asian food tends to be a bit saucy, heavier. Chinese food in particular, depending on what area of China you're from, if it's Shanghainese food or Cantonese food, there tend to be, richer, heavier sauces. And the Riesling really brightens it up as its opposite partner. So when people talk about pairing Riesling with Chinese food or other Asian food, this is what they mean. But if you take these key principles and back it out and use it for yourself, you can actually make your own food and wine pairings.